Hello, and welcome back to Deep Dive. I hope you're feeling great, wherever you are. Have you ever ordered your favorite food, but when you eat it, it feels like you're just chewing something? Or maybe you finally press play on a movie you've waited months for, only to find yourself checking your phone 10 minutes later? This feeling, this indifference, it's not a choice, it's a warning. And I'll make you a promise. By the end of this video, you will not only understand why your brain has been hacked by the modern world, but you will also learn how to press that hidden restart button. Knowing this isn't just interesting information, it's the key to bringing the small, real joys back into your life. For a moment, close your eyes and try to remember the very first time you ever tasted chocolate ice cream. That explosion of flavor, that pure, unadulterated joy. Now open your eyes and think about the last time you were scrolling endlessly through a food delivery app. Where did that explosive joy go? And where did this gray numbness come from? The common belief is that as we get older, the excitement fades. But that's not the whole truth. The truth is that a silent biochemical war is being waged inside our brains, every single day. A war where the winner is boredom and the loser is our ability to feel pleasure. So the main question is, what exactly has happened to our brain's reward system that makes it so almost nothing makes it happy anymore? To find the answer, we need to meet the most important player on this field, dopamine. You've probably heard it called the happiness molecule. This is the biggest misunderstanding about our brain. Dopamine is not the molecule of happiness, it's the molecule of motivation and anticipation. Dopamine is that voice in your head that says, get this, do that. Something good might be waiting for you. It pushes you towards the reward, but the feeling of satisfaction and happiness itself comes from somewhere else. It's like a system that speeds you towards an amazing restaurant, but it isn't the food itself. Now, what has our modern world done? It has hacked this system. The human brain was designed for a world where rewards were scarce and required effort. To find a sweet fruit, you had to search for hours. To hear a new story, you had to wait for a traveler to arrive. Every reward created a small, natural spike of dopamine. But today, your phone is an unlimited dopamine factory. Every like, every notification, every short video, every news headline is a small but instant injection of dopamine. Processed foods with their precise combinations of sugar and fat do the exact same thing. These are cheap, easily accessible rewards. Our brain is drowning in an ocean of these artificial stimulants. Imagine listening to your favorite song. If you turn the volume all the way up, it's exciting for the first few seconds, but what happens next? Your ears get damaged, they get tired, and you can no longer hear the subtleties and details of the music. Our brain does the exact same thing. When dopamine levels are kept constantly and unnaturally high, the brain starts to weaken its dopamine receptors to protect itself. This is called downregulation. And this is where the disaster begins. Now, to feel that same good feeling as before, you need a much bigger stimulus. This means that pizza that used to thrill you is now just fine. That movie that used to absorb you is now just okay. Your brain has gotten used to this high level of stimulation and has become desensitized. This brings us to the core concept of today's video, the overclocked brain. In the world of computers, overclocking means forcing a processor, or CPU, to run at a speed higher than its official capacity. In the short term, performance increases, but what's the cost? It generates intense heat, system instability, and drastically shortens the component's lifespan. The processor overheats and crashes. Our brain is the central processor of our existence, and we are overclocking it every day, every hour. With what? With endless information, with constant multitasking, with non-stop notifications, and with the perpetual effort to not be bored. What are the symptoms of an overclocked brain? Many of them will sound familiar. First, an inability to focus deeply. You can't read a book for 30 minutes without getting distracted. You can't watch a full movie without simultaneously checking your phone. Second, a constant need for background noise. You have to have a podcast playing while you work, a video on while you eat, something exciting to listen to while you drive. Silence has become uncomfortable for you. Third, emotional indifference. Good news isn't that joyful anymore, and bad events don't seem to have a deep impact. You're living in a constant state of meh, And fourth, severe procrastination on simple tasks. Because tasks like cleaning your room or answering an email don't release enough dopamine to stimulate your overclocked brain. Doing them feels almost impossible. How many of these symptoms sounded familiar to you? These are not your character flaws. These are the error messages from a system running under too much pressure. And it's a vicious cycle. Because we no longer enjoy simple things, we seek out stronger and faster stimuli, faster TikTok videos, sweeter foods, more exciting games. And the more we do this, the more we overclock our brains and the less capable we become of enjoying the real world. This is called the hedonic treadmill. You're running at full speed, but you're always in the same place, only getting more tired. And here's the shocking part. This isn't just about bad habits. Even drowning yourself in positive content like motivational videos or self-improvement podcasts can be part of this overclocking. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a motivational video and an entertaining one. It just registers stimulation. When you are consuming information 24/7, even if that information is useful, you're not giving your brain a chance to process and rest. Okay, so far we've only talked about the problem. Now we get to the exciting part. What's the solution? How can we restart this overheated processor? The good news is that our brain is incredibly flexible. This process is completely reversible. We're not going to do a harsh and grueling dopamine detox. We'll call it the Brain Restart Protocol. This protocol has 3 simple but powerful steps. Step 1. The sensory diet or reducing input. You can't taste a gourmet meal if you've been eating junk food all day. First, you have to cleanse your palate. Your brain is the same. For a short, defined period, you must consciously cut out low-value inputs. You don't have to become a monk and retreat to a cave. Just set a few simple rules for yourself. For example, I will not look at any screen for the first 30 minutes after waking up and the last 30 minutes before sleep. Or, when I'm eating, I will only eat and do nothing else. These short breaks are like letting the dust settle in a glass of muddy water. They allow your nervous system to return to its baseline. Step 2. Making peace with boredom. The biggest lie the modern world has told us is that boredom is a problem that must be solved immediately. Boredom is not a problem, it's a feature. It's a natural and necessary state for the brain. Boredom is the space where creativity, self-reflection, and big ideas are born. When you feel bored, our first instinct is to grab our phone. This time, don't do it. Just sit for a few minutes and do nothing. Look at the wall. Listen to the sounds around you. It will feel strange at first, maybe even make you anxious. But if you resist, your brain, now receiving no easy input, will start to work. It will start making new, interesting connections between ideas. This is the moment your brain begins to rewire itself. And step 3. Hunting for natural rewards. After you've reduced the artificial inputs and made peace with silence, it's time to reacquaint your brain with natural sources of dopamine. These are activities where the reward isn't instant but is deep and sustainable. Like what? Like a walk in nature, watching a sunrise or sunset, doing a physical task, even just organizing a drawer, having a deep, real conversation with a friend without being distracted by your phone, exercising, learning a new skill even if it's just playing a simple song on an instrument. These activities remind your brain that true pleasure lies in the process and the effort, not just in the instant result. They gently restore your dopamine receptors and return your reward system's sensitivity to its natural state. Now we arrive at the climax. Remember that promise from the beginning of the video? The hidden restart button for your brain. This button isn't some strange trick or a new app. This button is a simple shift in perspective. The secret to bringing joy back into your life is not about finding new and more exciting things. It's about removing the extra noise so you can once again hear and see the beauty in things that are already there. The real power isn't in adding, it's in subtracting. True pleasure is hidden in the real taste of a cup of tea, in the warmth of the sun on your skin, in the sound of laughter from someone you love. Pleasures that an overclocked brain can never perceive because their frequency is too subtle. Restarting your brain means you consciously choose to take back control of your reward system from algorithms and large corporations and put it back in your own hands. Your brain isn't broken or flawed. It's just exhausted from running a marathon it never signed up for. And you have the power to let it rest, recover, and see the world once again with the eyes of a child. This isn't just about enjoying your coffee more. It's about reclaiming your focus. It's about unleashing your creativity. It's about deepening your relationships. And most importantly, it's about being able to be truly present in your own life. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive to the very end. We are truly proud to have curious and intelligent viewers like you. We love you guys. If this video made you look at your phone screen with a new perspective, even for a moment, show us with a like and a subscribe. And let us know in the comments, what is the first step you're going to take to restart your brain? And remember, maybe the next time you feel bored and your hand instinctively reaches for your phone, you'll recall that this feeling is not a bug. It's a signal. It's a quiet signal from your brain that says, it's time for a restart.